I have a stalker. I'm a single woman and had recently bought a house in what I thought would be a safe, quiet neighborhood, but it only took 4 months for things to go to hell. It started when I noticed the gate to my backyard being open. I merely brushed it off thinking I left it open the day before. The next day, it was open again. I had ordered cameras, but it would take several days for them to show up. I'm a night owl and would often stay up till 3 a.m. It was around 1 a.m. when I heard noises outside my kitchen window. My cats were also curious and were in the kitchen trying to find out what was making the noise. I stood there for a few seconds thinking it might be a rodent when I heard scraping on the window. Chills went down my spine as I realized somebody was trying to get in through the window. I screamed, "I have a gun." I did not, and ran to grab my phone to call 911. The cops showed up and found no one around. I was so paranoid I started sleeping with a knife under my pillow. I knew this person was still coming around because my backyard gate would be left open. My cameras finally showed up and I was so ready to finally catch whoever this creep was. I thought I would catch them trying to break in, but nope. The person would simply start knocking on my front door every night. I am so lucky that my mom recognized them. It turned out to be a girl that used to work at the same hospital that my mom works at. I found her parents on Facebook and messaged them begging her to make her stop or I would get a restraining order. I never heard back from them. My mom talked to a security guard at the hospital to ask for advice on what I should do. As my mom mentioned who was showing up to my house, the security guard became visibly uncomfortable. He said that he couldn't tell her anything specific, but that she's dangerous and I need to keep a knife on me. I felt sick to my stomach when my mom told me this. My stalker came around again that same night, but for whatever reason, I decided not to call the cops right away. I swung open the door with a chef knife in my hand. I pointed it at her and said that if she didn't leave me alone, I would kill her. She stood there, oddly calm, and said, "Okay, I'll go." I was angry that she seemed unbothered, so I demanded to know why she was harassing me. She didn't give me an answer. She just calmly said that she would go. She turned around and walked away. I slammed my door shut and I locked it. I still didn't feel safe, but I forced myself to go to bed. The next morning, as I was leaving for work, I looked out the window to see snow covering the backyard. I had also noticed footprints in the snow. She had found a blind spot to my cameras and hopped the fence. She walked up to the window and tried to get in. I know this because there were knife marks around the window. I took pictures for evidence. As I was taking the pictures, I saw snow moved out of the way and paper shoved underneath a flower pot. I moved the pot and found several notes slightly damaged from the wet snow. They were from her. She would write out her fantasies of, oh my god, SA and killing me. I felt sick to my stomach. That night I waited awake with my knife for her to show up again, but she didn't. I found out she had been arrested that night for breaking into another girl's apartment. She had ran from the cops, but they finally caught her. The other victim was okay, and our stalker was finally jailed. I slept so good that night. I am so sorry that you had to go through that. I'm glad that they were finally caught, and I hope that that gives you some sense of peace.